Corbett from XYZ Machine Tools here. We recently introduced to the world the new Prototrac RMX control that we're fitting to our range of bed mills. That's the 2500, 3500, 4000 and 5000 styles of machines. This new RMX is absolutely bursting with modern technology, things that we really feel that machinists and shop floor guys will benefit from. So what we're going to do is produce a series of videos to introduce you to the RMX control. And this is episode 1, the March of Technology. And we're going to hopefully show you in this video some of the 24 features that we've got in the control, but one of the biggest changes for us is the fact that this new RMX control is touch screen. And there's going to be massive benefits for those guys that use this control in speed of programming and efficiency of use. So as we've already alluded to, the new Prototrac RMX is absolutely bursting with new technology. Lots of new features that machinists can really benefit from. But as we see the RMX here, one of the big changes for us is the size of the screen. We've now got a 15.6-inch touch screen. So as you can see from the image at the moment, all the menus are on the screen that we want. There are now no keys around the outside of the screen that we need to worry about. This makes using the control a lot simpler and a lot more intuitive for users. But there are other technologies that we've built into this RMX control, and one of those things is the use of video technology. So at the moment, this control has just been powered up, and whether you're an existing user or a new user to the RMX, you might need a little bit of help in understanding the features that we've got available. So on my menu across the bottom of the screen, we have the Watch Me feature. And the Watch Me feature allows us to select from a series of videos where Tracking Pat from Southwestern Industries here will explain to you some of the features in the control, how the touch screen works, how the Windows capability works. Now your first observation is we can see Pat talking there, but how do we know what he's saying? Well, in the back of the pendant there's a 3.5mm jack plug, and all of the machines are supplied with a set of headphones so that you can hear what Pat's saying even in a workshop environment. So when you've watched Tracking Pat show you the new features in the control, you might want to get on it and start utilising it. Now, as I've said, this is now a touchscreen control. So once we've watched the videos, we can go into the main menus. Now, the menu layout is slightly different for existing Prototrac users, but what we have now is down the left-hand side of the screen, we have what we call our info menu. And this is what we're terming a fly-out menu capability. So all of the features we have on the left-hand side are all inbuilt help menus to tell you your status, so you can see your tool library, but they're all fly out. So when I touch the screen, you can see the menu flies out from the left-hand side. We could now scroll through this feature to switch on certain features that we might want, like networking, electronic hand wheels. When we finish with the fly-out menu, we just press the button and it disappears again. And those fly-out menus tell you the status of your pendant at the moment. It will display the tool table, so when you've built your program with tools in, and also have a central library, you can see what tooling you have available. We can view the enhanced Prototrac Assistant, of which there'll be another video shortly to follow this one, explaining how the onboard help with the enhanced Prototrac Assistant can assist you in your day-to-day use of the machine. And one of the big things that we really like here is the defaults menu, because we all like things set up in different ways. People like to drive to work different ways, even though they start from the same town and end up in the same workplace. So with the defaults, you can set up the control to suit your individual use, which makes programming so much quicker and so much easier. Finally, there is a third menu that appears across the bottom of the screen. Now, this menu only shows you features available to you within each of the modes that you might be in. So when you're in DRO, it only shows you all the features that you have available in DRO mode. So it's making the control uncluttered and very simplified. Likewise, when we go to program, it will only give us the features available within programming mode. Setup, likewise, toolpath, reference positions for tool changing, so the screen will only show you the things that are relevant to the mode of operation that you're in. And so as we move into programming mode, the touchscreen capability really comes into its own. One major benefit that we see on the RMX is if you want to verify the elements that you've programmed, on the old controls, we used to have to specifically select a look feature. The look feature is now permanently active. So every time you program an event, that feature will appear on the screen. Now at the moment, we have it set up that 2/3 of the screen is doing your look key, 1/3 of the screen is on your event. You may prefer not to view that. So by holding your finger on the screen and moving it to the left, we can reduce the size of the look function. So now we can see 2 events. Alternatively, by holding our finger on the screen, we can move it to the right and increase the look capability to fully fill the screen. If we go back to where we were with a 2/3 and 1/3 view, if we want to move through our program, it's simply a question of putting your finger on the screen and swiping across backwards or forwards to move through the elements of your program. And so the benefit of the touchscreen now continues on if we go into setup mode, where traditionally most users like to check what they've programmed with, for example, the toolpath view. And because it's now touchscreen, if I wish to move the position of my graphics, I can move it around with my single finger, moving it up and down, left and right. I can also put 2 fingers on there and I can swivel it and tilt it. But the toolpath view doesn't really give you the full story. So by going into Verify Part, we can again use that touchscreen technology to move the part around, tilt it, and even zoom in by using the pinch feature in and out. All the things that you're probably used to using on your mobile phone and a tablet. And that ability that we've just seen in verification continues on, so when we're running a program and we wish to see the toolpath view as we run, we can again move the position of the graphics by putting your finger on the screen and moving it around. The tilting capability still is available, and we can zoom in and zoom out to view the features that you'd like to see as the machine actually runs. And so when it finally comes to saving your programs, we now have the ability to really benefit from the touchscreen. Because selecting the drive letter is as simple as touching the screen. Once you've selected your drive letter, if you want to give the program a name, now you can just type in on the screen the name of your program. If you need to make duplicates of your program or even delete it out, by holding your finger on the program that you want to manipulate, we can cut, copy, paste or delete, just like you would on a normal PC. So hopefully in this short video, you've seen how using touchscreen technology can make you more efficient, so you can program faster, verify faster, and make your part quicker through quicker navigation of the control. If we've whetted your appetite and you'd like to see more, then all of our area sales managers will be only too pleased to visit your company with the demo box. If you wish to book an appointment for a salesman to visit, give us a call on 01823 674 200. Alternatively, visit our website www.xyzmachinetools.com and follow the links through to be able to book a demo. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, XYZ Machine Tools Limited. And at the bottom of this video, in the description, you'll find ways of being able to book to arrange a demonstration at your facilities or at one of our showrooms. As we've already said, this is one of a series of videos about the RMX control. So keep an eye out for the next one in the series, which is going to be called All the Help You Need.